everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. Just making sure we got the signal going here. Welcome to the live drive of the 2021 Lexus RC F Fuji edition. Today's going to be a fun time. We're going to spend the next hour or so going over everything Lexus has here for us in this special edition RC F. We're going to go out on the road, drive it around, answer all your chats, all your questions, hear about how all of your 4th of July weekends were for our USA audience. And yeah, overall just have a good time. So, start out with a quick walk around and we'll get to your chat soon in a minute. We're also trying out a new hotspot. So, we're going to keep an eye on the signal, and if it's really strong, maybe we'll graduate back up to 1080p later on this week. So, the Lexus RC F, kind of playing little baby brother fiddle to the LC. We've had the LC around here a few times in convertible trim, coupe, very beautiful, wonderful car. The RC does a lot of things well, but isn't quite as excellent as the LC in a lot of ways, and I think that starts with the looks. It's absolutely striking, but I wouldn't go as far as to say beautiful the way the LC is. How about you, Liz?
I can't really tell all that much, especially with this gray. So knowing the LC, that thing is absolutely gorgeous. Right. And I'm not feeling it with this, but
it makes a statement.
It does make a statement. These wheels are beautiful. I do
like those wheels.
The just steel matte finish.
Yeah.
That I'm seeing on these.
They're very open too.
They are, yeah.
Easy to clean.
Very efficient. Carbon fiber hood.
Yep.
Is that what that is?
Full carbon fiber. It's gonna be very light. In fact, let's pop it open and see how light it is.
We had one a while ago that was a bright yellow.
Yeah, we had a yellow RCF. It wasn't the Fuji edition, but it was still very nice.
That thing was fun.
Feel how light that is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Isn't that neat? I mean, obviously it's being helped out a little bit by the hood struts, but you can just tell.
That's light, man.
I mean, this is probably, this is flopping down a little bit here, but let's pop that back in there. There you go, Lexus. We're gonna return it better to you than it came to us. But I mean, it's incredibly light. Ooh, that is cool. I love.
Really gorgeous.
Look at those purplish blue headers. That is really neat.
Is that 8 then?
Yeah, this is a 5-liter V8.
Nice.
Thing is throaty, so it's pretty much the same engine that goes in the LC 500. Lexus still stays true mostly to their naming conventions that 500 means 5.0 liter. So, and then like a 460 would have a 4.6 liter, a 350 would have a 3.5 liter, and so on and so forth. The RC's always just been a little weird looking to me. It's kind of bulbous. I did see a more pedestrian version of the RC a few weeks ago. It was an RC 350 coupe, and it was beautiful red. It looked very nice, looked really good. The F, just with its hood scoop, it's kind of balled out, and it's cool, but it's not pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think pretty was what they were going for when they made this car. Yeah. And that's totally fine. I mean, if that wasn't what they were looking for, they didn't worry about it. I do like all the angles of it, though. Yeah? It's kind of neat.
You like an angular car? I
do like the angular car. The spoiler is really cool, and that's all carbon fiber as well.
It is, yep.
It's gotta be if it's gonna be a spoiler.
And it got the little, I don't know if it's gonna quite come up in the camera, but you got the F logo sort of built into the spoiler there. Yeah. And then, yeah, neat tail lights. Check out these exhaust tips too. Those are sweet.
Oh my gosh, those are actually blue.
Yeah. Yep.
Those match the V8 in the engine.
Right, and they're kind of diagonally aligned, those tips.
That's really gorgeous.
Yeah, they did a cool job with those.
Maybe they were trying to make it pretty with all these beautiful colors.
Striking, yes.
Striking, yeah.
Neat.
This actually, the more I look at it, the cooler it is.
That's how a lot of Lexus products are. At first you're like, what were they thinking? And then you kind of let it sit for a little bit. You're like, okay. The Fuji edition is what gives us all this carbon fiber and the red painted brake calipers, a few of the other things. And it's kind of the boy racer version of the RCF.
I can see that.
But I mean, you know, so I don't know how many people are trying to get a boy racer version of a Lexus, but if that's what you want, then you can get that right here. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's really nice. There's so much carbon fiber on it too.
There really is. Yep.
Is that guy coming in here?
He looks like he might be. We can maybe move out of the way.
Let's get out of here. There's a truck coming.
Oh, and then you get a little sneak peek of this bright red interior. Let me try to help him out real quick, see if he's looking for something in particular.
All right.
Hey there. Mad about the
While Charlie's talking to those guys, let me give you guys a rundown of this interior. We've got some more carbon fiber detailing in here with some red touches. This lipstick red is gorgeous. Alcantara right here. Some nice leather in there. Some more of that really beautiful gray and red carbon fiber stitching in here with a nice, probably like a polymer plexiglass covering right there. Really nice carpeting down here. The red keeps going. Get out and show you guys these really neat, striking racer chair seats. And look at the bolstering on this. That is so needed with what this car can do. Beautiful stitching, Alcantara on everything.
Showing them around the
beautiful
red.
Beautiful back seat here too. So I love this interior. It's
cool.
Really pretty cool.
If only they had cooled seats, then you know, it'd be all together.
It'd make this 90-degree day a little bit more bearable.
Right, exactly.
Do we need to get out of their way?
Nah, they're fine, but we are gonna leave soon.
Alright, cool.
Pittsburgh Man beat Alyssa again. That's like a domestic abuse charge.
Jeez, we should take him off of
take him off of admin status.
As like the channel
Alyssa.
monitor, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, good to see you, Pittsburgh. Glad you could join. 2ZZ GE 100 says the 10-speed is too big to fit in the RCF, FYI, and also too heavy. The shift speed in a manual mode are actually faster according to Lexus in the RCF. That is fair. I do notice the shift speeds being a lot different with the 8-speed, but that 10-speed is just so good. I wish they could put it in the RCF. It would make for a better product, definitely.
Huh, that's kind of rare coming from you because you think that the more speed changes there are, the
yeah,
you know,
typically 10 speeds are not great, but the LC's 10 speed is really good. Joshua John says hello. A Safari, hello there. Del Taylor, hi. Moran, hi. Joey Finley, hello. From an RCF owner, use Sport Plus manual mode. Yeah, it does shift better there. You're right. It's just not quite as, it's just not what I prefer, I guess. LC500's a luxury GT car, while RCF's a high-performance luxury car meant to balance with track days. Different philosophies. Absolutely. Totally agree with that. And we have had an RCF on track, and it was really good. It was surprisingly good. So that was a lot of fun.
That day that we actually had it on track,
yeah.
The other car that we had was an Acura NSX, right?
Yeah.
And that car broke on track.
It did throw some codes. Yep.
Yeah, and the RCF really held
RCF
true.
Took it just session after session, all day, hot day. We were flogging it. Everything was fine. Brakes, steering, engine, nothing overheated, nothing malfunctioned. I mean, it was awesome. Yeah. I would absolutely consider an RCF as like a used track day / daily driver type of toy. Cool. I'm not a huge fan of coupes, but other than that, I think it'd be neat. Blah, 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 blah. Charlie's gonna get kidnapped. I find it interesting that the calipers aren't blue like the other accents in the car. That's a good point, Safari. Huh. Yeah. I guess red calipers, everyone's just, you know, doing that. Blah, blah, blah. It's Kyle, what's up? He went out to have a smoke in this 99-degree weather. Well, glad you lived to tell the tale. And Joel says hi. Neat. All right, well, let's get on the road a little bit. Yeah. Looks like our signal is still holding up nicely, so I'd like to see that. Oh snap, we got some Cash App! Joey Finley! Wow! $20. Thanks, Joey. You know what that means, Liz.
What does that mean? I didn't run down the donation amounts with you. Am I driving?
Yeah.
Heck yeah! Oh my gosh!
So we'll do a little driving, and then we'll put Alyssa behind the wheel.
Yeah! That's like you said, I'm sorry, and I knew. You don't need to be sorry. I didn't get a chance to drive the last one, and this one's a higher edition, so that's pretty cool.
Just gotta be careful not to wreck any of the carbon fiber splitter, pretty much, specifically.
Oh, in the front.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll have to guide me on that.
Yep.
Charlie's gonna get kidnapped while Alyssa does the interior tour. Right. Well, he didn't, and it's all right.
Get the AC turned down a little bit here so you guys can actually hear some engine, not just fan noise.
Right.
I love the feel of Lexus's leather. They just do a good job at that.
They do a really good job of it, yeah.
The steering wheel in particular. I'm not a huge fan of this golf ball material feel design, but like down here, feel this down there.
That is butter. Yeah. That's like a grippy butter. That's pretty neat.
And to be fair, they probably do these so like if you're sweating on the steering wheel, this would get very slippery if it were all this material. But this feels nicer.
Huh. That's funny you say sweating on the steering wheel. With this type of driving that this car is made for, that's very likely.
Right. So it's probably you know, it's a good thing they have this type of on there. So the ride ride is pretty good over our broken asphalt here. Oh, I forgot I want to have my phone out so I can see what our signal's doing.
There you go.
Nice and strong. All right. This car also doesn't sound quite as good as the LC. And don't get me wrong, what one of our commenters said there, that the cars have different philosophies. Absolutely true. That being said, for the cost of this car, especially the Fuji edition, you can get an LC 500. So it's at least worth considering and talking about, you know, if you're not gonna ever take your car to the track, you just want something for sporty type driving.
The 500 is perfect.
Yeah, you gotta just at least understand that. But presumably, you know, if anyone's getting an RCF track Fuji edition, then they're gonna be taking it to the track. I mean,
yeah.
It would be silly to get that if not.
What is this car worth then?
This car's 100 grand.
100.
Yep.
Okay.
It's got a few different drive modes. We got Eco, Normal / Custom. You can customize things. You got Sport and a Sport Plus. Just cruise around in Normal. Fairly comfortable. Seats are warm. We were talking about them earlier.
The seats are quite warm, yeah.
They're Alcantara, so they're super buttery, soft, and smooth. Uh-oh. What is that? Oh, no. Oh, I did bring...
that cable, right?
I did bring a cable. What are we at? Oh, we're only at 20 right now. We're fine.
I can plug it in, right?
No, it's going to screw it up. So,
okay.
Yep. But I brought my battery pack, so if this dips down around like 10, we'll plug it in.
Okay.
Cool.
Great.
Yep. But yeah, it'd just be nice if you had cooled seats, because on a hot day like this Alcantara is toasty.
Yeah.
Got any comments?
Yes, we do. 2ZZG100 says, taking my RCF carbon fiber TVD like the one you had on Gingerman, goes lap after lap without any issues and no fade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's really impressive. I mean,
that's pretty awesome.
People don't understand, you know, Toyota has their design philosophy of anything we're going to make is going to be very sturdy, very robust. It's going to stand the test of time.
Nice.
And that applies to their track vehicles as well. And people often don't make that correlation of like, okay, you know, if you take your Corvette C7 Z06 out on the track, you know, it's probably going to overheat. You take a Honda Civic Type R even, probably going to overheat. Wow. You take a Lexus RC F, you know, naturally aspirated engine, everything go out. Excuse me. It's not going to overheat. You can just thrash it. So it's impressive. We're getting some signal dip, and it totally just dropped. And we knew that for some reason, this road, Verizon just said, screw this road in particular.
It came right back up though, so hopefully it's going to be fine.
Hopefully we'll be okay, but this is just, we always take this road, and it's just funny because we were literally full strength all the way around that loop, and then as soon as we got on this road,
Yep.
It's funny. More chats?
Yes, we do. It's kind of ironic because I was just going to say that Pittsburgh Man said the signal was great.
Thanks, Kitty.
It's a couple of delay, but that will have to be something that would be only fixed with restarting the stream, correct?
Yeah, that we're going to blame GoPro because #GoPro problems. If it's you guys, maybe we'll put up a poll. Is the audio delay bad enough to justify restarting the stream?
I don't think Pittsburgh Man says slight delay in the audio, but better than laggy video, the lesser of two evils.
Someday Daily Motor will have no evils.
Yeah, someday.
We fear no evil.
I honestly wonder what it would be like to stream in Ann Arbor, driving around town. I mean, traffic is going to be absolutely ludicrous there.
Yeah, and I just wouldn't be as comfortable. I mean, there's maybe a few parts around Ann Arbor we could play around with speeding and things like that, but I mean, how many live drives have we done, and how infrequently do we ever see, like, you know, cops or anything?
A cop,
like
yeah.
Knock on wood. Now, of course, we're going to see one today.
Yeah, but especially in this vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah, thank goodness this thing is gray, because if not, it would just scream, arrest me.
And we'll leave that to the engine then.
Yes, exactly.
2ZZG100 says Sport Plus mode also tightens up the steering. The throttle response and the suspension are the firmest.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, no, definitely change. We'll cycle through the modes here as we drive along, as we crescendo through the live stream. In fact, we'll do it right now.
Sweet.
We got a clean on ramp, which doesn't
we sure do. Woo!
I mean, that is a high cornering speed. We're about 65 or so, and it was just zoom.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Then when you lost smoke, but we are getting bounced around. Whereas I just press that button.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I completely stopped.
Yeah, you really can have your cake and eat it too, which is impressive.
That's really nice.
Now that we have an owner in the chat, I'm curious. The launch control, and if he or she doesn't own a 2020 or newer, they wouldn't have launch control, but we have launch control in this car. I tried it a few times and could not get it. Oh, their signal's not great right now. Could not get the launch control to, like, I don't know, be good. I think I was doing it right, but it just wasn't really a launch control. So maybe I wasn't doing it right. I don't know. We'll try it here in a minute. Because we owe Joey Finley a launch.
That's right. Cool.
We'll move back up this direction. Maybe our signal will pick back up.
That's kind of a bummer because that whole area is like really big.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Pittsburgh Man says, speaking of test of time, the infotainment has been there for like 12 years.
Yeah, you know, it's not the best infotainment in the world.
Right.
But it's another reason to get the LC. I think the newest LC has a touchscreen. I get confused which Lexuses have been updated at this point. Right, so for launch control, we need to do traction control off. Well, first Sport Plus, traction control off. And then I'm going to come up here where the road straightens out. And then come to a stop. Press the launch button. We've got the little expert thing up on the dash. I got full brake, full gas. It just doesn't seem like a launch. You know, it wasn't very, it wasn't that, it didn't like hit the beginning. So I'm gonna try doing that same thing without launch control on to see if it sounds the same, and then I'll know for sure if we're getting launch control or not.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, the RC F owner says, did you try turning off the traction control button?
Yes.
And yes, the answer is yes to that.
Oh, we were getting launch control because that felt way different.
That was ridiculous. Yeah.
So that was a brake torque. I almost feel like it'd be faster brake torquing it. Let's try that.
Well, it's gonna bounce around a lot.
Yeah. Then we let go. Oh, I see. Now we're just lighting up the rear tires. Look behind us.
That was crazy.
Okay, so it was working. So that launch control did work. It's just not a very, it's a very Lexus-esque launch control. It's not like a Mercedes AMG beat you over the head with it sort of launch control.
Yeah, he's asking you all the right questions and all the things that happened.
Yeah, okay, so that's launch control.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he was like, did you see launch appear in the gauge?
Yeah.
And he did, yeah.
Now we know the difference. Now we get to go back and see what sort of tracks we got.
He does say, and I don't know if you're doing this because I can't see your feet, but he says hold the brake and let the revs rest before releasing.
Yeah. No, it definitely worked. I mean, it definitely, it's just, it's not what most launch controls are. You can smell some rubber. Nice.
Smell it?
I can see it and smell it.
Did we make a mark on the pavement?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. I can't see it. Oh, we did. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Which there's illegal street racing that goes on here, so you guys can see up this way. There's all sorts of marks in the pavement.
Absolutely.
Right, got some other comments?
Yeah. This is super bumpy. That's where all the other, well, that's just broken pavement, never mind. Pittsburgh Man says he spoke too soon about the signal.
Right.
Yeah. All RCFs are made in Japan. It's in the door jam.
Cool.
Someone was asking where they're made. And the Pittsburgh Man also says we're doing some hooligan burnouts.
Yeah, that was unintentional.
Yeah, and he also says, I love how Joey comes in, drops a dono, and then says nothing afterwards.
You know, Joey Finley is a man of fine taste. That's why he is our one Daily Motor activist.
Right.
Active in the community.
He's a man of few words and action.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, few words, lots of action.
Few word did trick. Didn't though. It really didn't. Moran says, I did the 4th of July burnout, but not with the GLS. All color tires from 19S and up are on back order.
Aww.
I have 17-inch bead locks for the GT350.
Oh.
But they are 11J, so I bought a set of stock 18-inch GT wheels.
So you bought a set of wheels just so that he could hoon around and do a red, white, or a 4th of July burnout.
Hey man.
That's awesome.
He's got his hobby, he's got his, knows what he wants, and he goes and does it.
We need to get Moran to like send us videos as like a Daily Motor contributor, and we can just put them up as like shorts and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure that's sweet.
Yeah. Kyle's like, holy crap, that's fast. This is a beautiful sounding car too.
It does have a nice sound to it. Yeah. If we cycle down through the gears. It's a nice, classic leader sound.
Yeah.
Not quite the LC, but it's good. Very good. Anything's not as good as the LC. I mean, the LC. Also, check out the carbon fiber on the side there.
On here?
Well, yeah, there too. Yeah. You can see the red crusted.
I showed everyone while you were talking to those guys.
Signal grenaded itself.
Bar.
So, Verizon, much better than. Right. There we go, coming back a little bit.
Yeah. At least it tanks and comes back.
We need to be able to like run both networks simultaneously so we can have like Verizon and T-Mobile at the same time.
Nice. Alright, we'll get the window sticker ready. They're asking for one.
Okay. Enough to do.
Restart the app.
What?
Just to double check.
Oh, for new comments.
Okay, there we go. Cool. Asking for a window sticker. What do you want to see specifically? We have price down here.
Oh, it's gone totally. Oh no, we're back a little bit now.
Back right here. Let's see. Made in Japan. MPG right there. 5-liter V8, 32 valve. 472 horsepower with 395 pounds of torque. 8-speed. 8-speed? I thought it was a 10.
No, I was saying I wish I had a 10.
Oh, I see. 8-speed sport direct shift transmission with steering wheel mounted. Blah, blah, blah. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That's pretty cool.
Alright, so signal seems to be recovering a little bit. We're going to drive up through the hood and try to make it to the other side of town and see maybe if signal's good up there and we can play around up that way.
Nice.
And we got to get Alyssa behind the wheel in a little bit.
Yeah, we do. 2ZZG100 says the RCF needs a full exhaust. He switched his out as soon as he got his, and it really comes alive now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
I wonder if, I don't think they do, but I wonder if Lexus makes like a sport exhaust that would sound a little different. That'd be neat.
That would be pretty neat. Yeah. A Safari is wondering how many speakers the sound system has.
I think it's 12. It should say like...
17 speakers.
17. Wow.
Mark Levinson. Yeah, cool. Navigation, parking assist, blah, blah, blah. Yep, Mark Levinson, 17 speakers. And in case you're wondering, 835 watts. Ah, 2ZZG100 just said that. ML, 17 speakers.
Fair enough.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. Alright, so we're getting back up into the green up here. That's good. Maybe I can move the hotspot pick down here.
Yeah. It loads for a little bit and then comes back, which is good because I feel like when we were using the T-Mobile stuff, it like had a harder time. And it seems to bounce back. Yeah.
I'm in trouble right now. Maybe AT&T is the
stuttering drive.
You know what we could do is now that we are in this neck of the woods, we could try switching over to T-Mobile and seeing what the signal's like up here.
I'd really rather not. Unless everyone watching would rather have... I hate... Or maybe... comment. I want to read it, but I want to make sure everyone... Pretty bad. It keeps hooligans like us from coming in here.
Oh, I can't even get out this way. Wow, it like snakes.
That's ridiculous.
That's funny. Well, hopefully the comment section's keeping themselves entertained.
They seem.
Tis the question. I would say maybe west.
I would say we go back down south. It was at least better down that way.
Yeah, but at that point, did an extra 5 minutes of getting through the garbage still.
Okay.
Well, we've got enough to have conversation. I mean, it's
yeah,
not zero, so
yeah.
You can get Moran's comment.
All right, so Moran said I found a brand new 2019 GT350R.
Okay.
In a private collection. It's not officially for sale, but he'll accept $112K, which would get you the RC 50R. And should I buy or the GT?
I thought the GT50 cooler driver's car, and the R is pretty. You already have a GT350, so what would I mean? Are you saying you want a naturally aspirated one because your current one's twin turbo and it's not quite the same? I do feel like the GT500 would be similar to your twin turbocharged GT350. So I don't know. I would do something different. I would I would try to think outside the box a bit more. That would be my vote.
There you go. Okay. Nice. Okay. Ooh, Safari says, I've never heard a Mark Levinson audio system before. Gotta wait for the sound test.
I don't think I'm going to do a sound test in this because I've already done a sound test in an RCF 17 speaker Mark Levinson. So if you do want to see it, just watch the one that's already on the channel and close your eyes and pretend that it's gray with a red interior.
And a Fuji.
Yep.
Fiji?
Fuji.
Fuji.
Yep. There's a Speedway, Fuji Speedway in Japan.
Oh, gotcha. Makes sense that it was built in Japan too.
Yep.
What was I gonna ask?
I don't know.
You've probably done a couple of Mark Levinson sound systems on the channel before. When was that RCF one done?
Over a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Last time we had that.
Old school one, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, one of my favorite sound systems ever was the Lexus GX 460 Mark Levinson. Yeah, it's very good.
Very nice.
One thing cool about Mark Levinson's is they have all sorts of audio inputs. You still have a CD player, and you have a 3.5 auxiliary input jack down there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
What do you think about the new
scene? Is there something official out? I saw like some spy photos, but I haven't seen official stuff.
I don't know. People are just talking about the looks in there and how they feel about it.
Is it good stuff or bad stuff? Because I do like me some 2 Series.
They say it's super. Moran says it's ugly.
But he doesn't like BMWs to begin with.
That's fair. But A Safari agrees with him.
Ooh.
So
maybe next time we're stopped, I'll have to take a look.
Yeah. Yeah, for signal's good.
Yeah. At this point, I'm just driving until we see green.
All right. You're gonna review a Mercedes B
that I've never driven, and I'd like to. So, yeah, hopefully sometime the next year or so.
Sweet. You'll have to get that on the list.
Yes.
In the books, on the wait list there.
Yep.
2ZZG100 says aftermarket exhaust really wakes up the RCF. Sounds beastly / screamer.
I bet.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is a pretty neat engine, so I'm not too surprised that helps a bunch.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we are all caught up. Oh. Ha! And Safari says, gotta go and watch the test of the ML system after the stream then.
There you go.
Very nice.
Yep.
Advertising?
Or
just meeting the needs of our subscribers.
Yeah, exactly.
That one.
Right. Our members.
Members, that's right.
Alright, so we're going to continue on here, and if we can find a good lot up here with some decent signal, we'll do another walk around, check out the interior and exterior some more, and get Alyssa behind the wheel. See what she thinks. Yep.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited. I'm also kind of like, should I be scared? Should I be nervous?
No, it's a pretty easy car to drive.
Okay. Great.
Everything feels very chunky. The wheel is chunky, the shifter's chunky. Lexus just kind of does that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Does the LC feel like that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Cool. Well, yeah, I like the RC. I think it's an overlooked car. You have to be, I mean, paying for the top dog track edition, you'd have to be really made of money. And it's a very specific want to have a dedicated trackish type machine that's also very daily driver, because in theory you could just get like a base RCF for like 65 grand and then spend another $30,000-$40,000 on a really good track toy. So I don't know why you want to have both, but for the specific type of person, there you go.
Okay, cool.
Hey, we got some green now.
Got some green as in green signal here.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, sweet. Ron says the new 2 Series looks like a grown i3 from the front view.
Really?
Interesting.
That would be interesting. Is it a... Oh, that'll be cool. I did hear that they're going to keep the 6-speed manual option, so that's good. At least for the M2.
2ZZG100 is asking if you've tried Sport Plus manual mode.
Oh yeah, no, we were in it here earlier a bit. I'm gonna do it right now, but yeah, the shifts are pretty responsive. Let's see. Can't do a ton of speeding around here, but I can slow down.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's definitely better.
Joshua John is asking a comparison opinion.
Okay.
The Lexus RC F or the Mercedes GTC.
I mean, the GTC is the GTC is a more special vehicle. It's lighter. It's not even really a fair comparison. That's because the RCF, it's kind of more like a Mustang, because the base car is just a little 4-cylinder. You know, you got back seats, a coupe, and everything. And then as you get further and further on, this is a very top dog. Whereas the GTC, there's no base $50,000 GTC AMG GT. Like, it starts at like 100. It's more of a 911 type competitor.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So the GTC is a cooler car. This would be better on track if you wanted to hoon it, but to just like putz around town and get ice cream, GTC is cooler. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. 2ZZG100 says it's like a Jekyll and Hyde personality in the Sport Plus manual mode. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes. Daniel's wondering what you think about the new Type S.
I assume he means TLX Type S, and if that's the case, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. The TOPher drove it, said it was great, and you have a protected green, buddy. Okay. I think it's cool that they're doing it. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Sweet. Ron says, yeah, but the GT350R is very rare these days, and mine on high boost makes 1500 WHP?
Wheel horsepower. Nuts.
I want the twin turbo. I want to twin turbo the 350R too if I get it, but it's going to be track oriented than the straight line.
I totally agree. Everything you're saying is accurate. I guess it's just like, I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be a rare car, so, and that's more of a reason to just leave it stock in my eyes. But if that's what your heart desires, I just feel like it's an opportunity to get something different and maybe do that.
Right.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Man says the real question is if Alyssa can fit in the trunk.
You're right. I forgot about the Alyssa trunk test.
Yeah, I'm not. Sorry, man. It's like a $50 donation.
We already got 40.
We did? We got 40?
Well,
oh, the Cash App?
20 on the Cash App.
Nice.
All right, so Alyssa's theory of getting toward Ann Arbor seems to be paying off a bit.
Thank you.
So we are going to go Sport Plus, and this is a good little bit of road that we can have some fun on.
Woo!
Work zone, huh?
Oh, jeez. Look at that freaking building.
One of the really cool things about Lexuses are their rev limiters. They sound really cool when you bounce off them. Ready?
Yeah. Oh my gosh!
Right. Funny thing is there's a big Toyota R&D facility around here. I think it's this building right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We should just roll up in that and then just do a donut right in their right in their parking lot.
We're allowed to do this, right? We're one of you.
This is what you want. Woo!
Auto shifted for me. Look at this sign that doesn't go to any actual road.
Woodridge. Yeah, that's weird. Weirdly placed.
Yeah, what does this say right here?
This says Toyota.
Yeah, Toyota
Motor Engineering and Manufacturing North America Inc. gonna do it?
No.
Oh, well, alright.
Just kind of exploring. Seeing if there's a good spot we can get out and do a walk around.
That parking lot? No?
That one back there was gated.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah. Have you seen the new Lotus Emira?
I did see that, and that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that.
Cool.
Yeah. It's kind of neat. We'll stop here.
Sweet.
Should we back in there? Or should we?
Yeah, we should. We should definitely do that. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Look at that quality backup camera.
It's small.
Oh, there's a house back here. That's so weird.
There's like 3 addresses right there.
Yeah. Huh.
I hope they don't mind.
Yeah. Oh, we're not gonna like light them up back here.
No. Yep.
Cool. Well, sorry for that bit of boringness in the middle there, guys. We just had to do some exploring.
Hunting around for some decent signal.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least our intro today was decent. You know, the intro signal was fine.
Yeah, it started off pretty nice.
I also have a theory that the signal just has trouble more when you're moving around, hopping from cell to cell.
Oh, we're gonna do one.
Yep. So here it is, for anyone who didn't catch it at the beginning, the RCF Track Fuji Edition. So it's a neat car. The lighting probably isn't fantastic here for you to see all the curves and lines and angles. And, yeah, and still smell a little bit of that rubber from back there. We got the blue tailpipes.
Those are so pretty.
Yeah. Neat. Alright, well, I'll let you get comfortable. I'll get to the comments.
Alright, there's a lot of them for you to go through.
Cool. Real question is, oh, let's fit the trunk. Maybe we'll do the trunk test here in a little bit. GTC is way more expensive. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the base AMG GT would be similar-ish. See if there's a seat setting around there. There might not be.
No, I don't see one.
Yeah, okay.
I feel so small.
Yeah, you are way down there.
I'm so way down here.
It's always a test to see how far up the seat goes. A Safari says you should do it for science. Getting in the trunk.
Science.
In the Daily Motor membership videos, we need the Alyssa trunk test. Ah, that's a good point. The members only videos could be the trunk test.
You guys want weird things.
Well, you give the people what they want.
I want weird things.
Y'all should do live factory tours. That'd be pretty neat. I feel like there'd be car manufacturers would be nervous about that though, because what if something accidentally comes up on the tour that they didn't want to show? It's live.
That's a good point. Can you move the camera a little bit? I'm trying to look at the...
New Lotus looks sick with the AMG engine. Yeah, it should be cool. I'm glad that Lotus isn't dead. What do you guys think about Bugatti getting bought by Rimac and Porsche? I think it's kind of silly. I mean, Bugattis were so like niche and just such a status symbol and everything. Are they still going to be that way, or are they just going to be another fast electric car?
I had the hardest time just now trying to get my seatbelt.
Oh yeah, I bet. Because you're so far up there.
I am so far. I got it. My feet are just hitting the pedals now nicely. Let me at least try to back up a little bit. I will move this. I haven't moved the steering wheel yet.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
If you were me, which car would you choose in 170K budget? I'm saying that because if I would buy the 350R whole building engine. Moran, have you had an AMG GTR before? Because that'd be a good call.
Testing how long my legs can go.
What else? I'll have to think on it a little bit. I would say a 911 GT3, but that's probably too simple and unmoddable for you.
Is there a button here?
No, it's a Toyota, so you have to go out and down.
What does that mean?
Like go that direction.
Oh.
See how yep. It kind of like zigzags its way. Yep.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I know. You didn't like it last time either. I actually think Bugatti would go hybrid before EV.
Oh, God.
It's EV time, guys. Actually, it's Alyssa driving time.
Yeah. Steering is nice and light.
You'll have to bear with us because I'll have to give her more direction since we're not driving around our usual test route.
I don't know where I am at all.
Right.
Other than that, but that does not help at the moment.
We could totally kidnap her because she doesn't know where she is at all. The seat looks like a turtle shell on Alyssa. It does. That's a good point. Take a right.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Okay. The turn signal sounds like a legit old clock.
Oh my gosh, it does.
Yeah.
It almost has like the proper like cadence as well. That's funny.
That's full throttle.
Yeah, it's not the most. I mean, it's a naturally aspirated engine, so it has to get up to.
Oh, that's a Lexus. Well, that's
Yep. It has to get up to its power point, but it's not the most scary car to drive.
It's not?
No. I'll buy a GT3 RS, but they're not out yet. Yeah, that's true. You gotta wait for that run. Right. Well, you look legit behind the wheel aside from your turtle shell.
Left or right?
Let's go left. Let's see what our signal does that direction. The Ann Arbor Technology Park. I guess people don't want to see you drive because our viewer count dropped to 9.
Because I don't drive fun. I don't know how to. I almost feel like I need to have lessons on like how to drive cool. That would be a really great video sequence thing to do as well. Have you and have like the TheTopher. We've got some construction up here.
Mm-hmm.
Like give me a rundown on a track of how to drive sporty and cool, and just do like level 1. I don't need to know how to be a racer, but just like, okay, this is how you need to handle the car like this when you're going through a turn at this speed, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I almost feel like I need to do that if I'm going to be doing more drives for the channel like this.
It's funny.
But it's also not always the case that I'm driving a car like this.
Right.
So.
It's funny you say that because right.
Yeah. See, that's what the viewers want, and that would be like a really cool donation point of like, Alyssa will do an actual legit like button launch control thing.
You keep going straight.
Or a donut of some kind for like some sort of donation. So if I know how to do those, you know,
right.
It's cool.
Well, our signal did not like going this way, but
should I turn around?
No, just keep going up to the top of this hill and we'll see what happens and go from there. Kyle, yes, that is Alyssa driving.
Yes.
He said I'd love to hear her drive one of Street Speed 717's cars, who has like a bunch of obnoxious, crazy fast cars and tuned and everything.
Yeah.
And Pitty said the common folk don't know Alyssa is really the star of the show. Yep.
He's so nice. Thank you. I don't see it, but that's fair.
Yeah, you don't see it because you're behind the camera.
I am.
So let's give Alyssa sport mode and just kind of see how she likes it. A little more throttle response, tight, a little bit heavier steering.
Oh, I feel it a little bit. I mean, I'm just wiggling it as I'm driving straight. Yeah. There was a video I showed Charlie a while ago, which was really cool. It was like for comedy. So there was this little Asian girl that was pretending she didn't know how to drive, and she was on like a really nice sports car, probably Japanese, like on a learner's track, and she was with like just a generic Joe Schmo like driving trainer kind of guy with his clipboard and his glasses and whatnot, and she was driving manual and took that thing and did donuts, and she like totally like with the idea that she doesn't even know how to drive a car, let alone a manual, and she spun that thing around, and the guy was screaming and telling her to stop, and she like knew, like you could tell the switch had flipped in her, and she was like on it and really cool.
It was neat. It
was a really cool video, and I'm wondering if that's what you guys want me to be. Because you always want me to like drive these cars. Right. You don't care about where my purse goes. Like, you know.
Some people might, but yeah. Oh, the carpet down here is red too. I don't think John cares about it. It's true. Anyway. Mayer asked, do you think the RCF Fuji is worth the price compared to other versions on the, other options on the market? Personally, I think the Fuji is only worth the price if you're either a giant, take a right on Joy if it's paved. I can't remember.
Okay.
If it's not, keep going.
Also,
It's only worth the price if you're either a huge Lexus fanboy and you gotta have exactly what you want, or if you want a track car that you can also daily, but like you track a lot.
Nope.
No, just keep going. Those would be the only reasons I would get the RCF Fuji, and it's a pretty limited buyer. But speaking from experience, the normal RCF is very good on track, so you could just get one of those too. Pittsburgh Man thinks he's seen that video.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really funny. I saw it and I was like, I need to show Charlie this. And he had the perfect reaction to it. I was like, no way, oh my gosh. I do like looking at that carbon fiber spoiler in the back and seeing the light reflect off of it on the very top. It just makes it look even more shiny.
Yeah, it is a neat look out that way. We also haven't sat in the back seats yet. We'll have to do that at some point. So you'll take a left on Pontiac Trail, and there's a little park. We'll see if we can do a little walk around there, what our signal's like.
Okay. So far, we have great signal.
Right, it's gonna be getting better. My ear said, love the channel, by the way. Keep those speaker reviews coming.
Aw.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So many of these roads here in Michigan right now they put the loose stones on there. I just don't know why. I don't know what that solves.
State of Michigan doesn't have any money. It's cheaper to do it this way.
But what is that? Cheaper to do what? Like, what is it doing?
To semi-fix the road and cover all the potholes, like smooth it out, cover the potholes, and just put tar and asphalt pieces on it, and then paint that. It's much cheaper to do it that way, in my opinion. I'm not an expert. Than to just completely do like multi-level concrete asphalt pavement kind of thing. But
the park should be coming up here on the right.
Okay.
Keep an eye out.
So
I see a sign.
Is it that dirt road?
Probably. No, it says 500 feet.
Yeah, because that's someone's driveway.
Yes.
Park Northfield.
You're gonna get in here and there's gonna be like 15 SUVs all walking their dogs.
It's dog walking time. It's 7.
Right? Actually,
After
it's
dinner.
eating time.
Yeah. After dinner time. Cool down a little bit, maybe, from the 90-degree weather we had.
Yep. Oh, wow. Nobody here.
Nobody.
That's awesome.
This is like perfectly round for like a donut.
Yeah.
But it's all dirt, so maybe not.
2JZ says, is it 2JZ? That's 2ZZ.
2ZZ.
She said put it, no, back it up so that we can do like a walk around and stuff.
Oh, my bad.
Put it in Sport Plus and make her shift up and down using the paddle shifters will be scary. Well, next time. Joshua John, can y'all do a pure sound review on certain cars or cold start videos? We can. Every car that we do also goes on Winding Road, and Winding Road does kind of the pure sound sort of video where there's no talking or anything. We don't typically do cold starts in the Winding Road videos, but that might kind of be what you're looking for.
What is a cold start?
When the engine is cold, when you start it up, it's often louder. It sounds cooler.
Oh.
Yeah. But you have to have to do it in the driveway. Like, it's only a few cold starts per day, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Right, it'll only be once.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What happens if I just like... Nothing?
Yeah, you can do it.
Oh, that was so boring. I was hoping it would be like...
Hal said, personally, they should have just paved it instead of putting the stones out there. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but that costs like $5 million more every 100 feet, so...
Alright, you can turn it off. Do another little walk around and do a little bit more driving since I know you guys got gypped a bit from lack of signal.
Yeah, I'm sorry my driving skill is not RCF Fuji level yet, but maybe we'll get there.
Maybe. Alright, what'd you think though? Was it fun to drive?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was definitely something. If I knew the roads and we had some curves to go through, I would have gone faster and I would have revved it a lot more. But this car is something where it's like, I know I have a lot of power in my hands right now and I don't feel like I should use it. And that disappoints me.
Right.
So. Cool.
Well, we'll do one last walk around here, and then a little bit more driving, and then maybe a mini walk around after that.
Okay.
That. I want to show everyone the engine again.
Okay, that's a great idea. And then we actually have some decent lighting right here with some nice shade from these trees.
Yeah.
So we can actually show you guys the actually really striking angles and sharp corners on this car. Really neat.
As we showed at the beginning, this hood is all carbon fiber and it's so light.
Very light.
It's just like super easy. I mean, obviously it's held up by hood struts too, but
yeah,
super easy.
Yeah.
And you got your blue headers.
Those are pretty. Those are really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous.
It's a very clean engine bay too. They've done a really good job keeping this clean.
A lot of respect, I imagine.
Yeah.
All the people that have had this car with their press fleets.
Right.
Whatnots. A lot of respect.
And then in the back, you've got the cool exhaust tips with the blue accents as well.
I'm gonna go and do a slow. Look at that blue. That's so pretty. Look at the angle of that tail light too.
I'll start it up and give you a few revs.
Yeah, great idea. Purr. Feel the heat. And there were a couple of leaves on the floor, on the ground, and it just blew them away. That's awesome. Pretty neat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Should we go a little more?
We should go a little more. Let me know if you guys can see the F outline. Yeah, you can see it a little bit right there in the car. Ah! It's too close for that. Wants me to hurry up and get in the car.
Bet you weren't expecting that.
No, that was very rude.
All right.
I love how nice our signal is right now.
Right, yeah, sure would be a shame if it totally dropped or something. Uh-oh.
No!
Oh, low battery. 14%, we're good.
14. Technically it is 7.
Yeah, I know, but we lost signal there for a little bit and stuff.
Good point. We also gotta get back.
Yeah, it's true. No other place to put this water bottle. Oh, that'll do, right?
Yeah,
this here. Okay, this there. This there. This here. And this. There.
Nice.
A giant dust cloud behind me. So rude to this car.
We were just saying how all the previous owners were so nice to it.
Yep, taking such good.
The engine bay was so clean.
Okay, so.
Did you read Pittsburgh Man's comment about if they paved it?
No.
Okay. If they pave it, there will be more. Or if they pave it, there will be more hooligan drivers. But with stones, you can hooligan drive at the price of your paint.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Speaking of hooligan driving, here's a launch.
Did you catch it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's right there. It's a mosquito.
Yeah. Can't let that live.
I caught it. Do you see that, guys? I caught it. I am the coolest. Let me open the window a little bit.
Kill it. It's a mosquito. It
I'm gonna. It is dead. I'm so glad I got that on camera.
That was neat. Darn Subaru. Always in the way of her fun. 2 Subarus.
with that. Just knowing what it can do on track, and it did not hiccup once last year.
Yeah.
That was really nice. Yeah. Meyer says massive brakes too. They look so nice.
Oh yeah.
They're very pretty.
Yes. Yeah. Did a good job with those.
Brown says it sounds good, but it needs catless downpipe and a full exhaust.
That would sound good, that's for sure.
I think 2ZZ G100 would agree with that full exhaust. He said that earlier.
Yep.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Man says karate kid, Alyssa.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Some motherfucker flying around out here. Alright, we are going to give this Accord a heart attack.
And myself. There's a car pulling up. Trying to decide whether or not to, and it's like halfway out.
Frustrating thing is there's some great curves right here.
You can do it.
Signal's gonna go in and out here a little bit, but it's gonna come back in a few minutes, and we won't wrap it up until then. So just try to get what you can, put it up here, and try to drive a little easy. I'll try to get through this section real fast.
John is asking if we're going to review the Toyota TRD. What's it doing?
It's slow battery stuff.
We're going to review the Toyota TRD Camry Avalon or the XCS version of each.
We've already done the TRD version of both.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, I know. We're building up a repertoire.
We are. Everyone's like, can you do this? Yeah. In fact, we have.
Yeah.
Except for that GLB.
Yes, you're right. GLB is still elusive.
Elusive GLB.
The Golb.
Golb. Putting in. It looks like they're expanding this road.
Nice curves. Them curves.
2G100 is saying check out the Army Tricks or Novel Exhaust RCFs. They sound better than the stock exhaust.
Oh, I bet. Right, so now we got to do one last garbage section of signal, but then once we get back to that fun little road, it should be picked up into the green. We can do some slidey slides and then call it a night.
Sweet. Very cool.
Cool.
Glad to have you on.
Yeah.
And sweet dreams.
Oh, traction control stuff.
Darn it. That's awesome.
That is one thing I'll point out that I wish it did differently. You've got M mode and D mode. So in manual mode, I totally want it to hold shifts and hit the rev limiter, fine and good. But in drive mode, it would be nice if I started paddle shifting, if after that it would shift for me. Like if I hit the rev limiter, it would auto shift.
I see.
That's what a lot of other cars do, but.
Huh. Pittsburgh Man says I might lose you to those curbs. Oh man, Charles. It's not Friday.
You're right. It's past 7 though.
Shoot.
It's tough because you really got to give it the beans. You don't have a ton of power to do so down low and low revs.
I'm getting a neck workout. Triple chin, I bet.
Down. Please charge me. And how do we have no signal here either?
Probably because the thing died.
No, it's still 12%.
Jeez, wow.
That's a neat looking building.
That is pretty neat. I wonder what it's gonna be.
Yeah. It says right there.
Oh, KLA.
No idea.
Keep looking ahead. I don't know if that's like the name of the building or the name of the company that's making the building.
Right.
Or the architecture. Meyer says, I love how these Lexuses can be really great daily drivers.
Yeah, that's the neat thing is, I mean, if you want a daily driver that you can also take onto the track, hoon for as long as you want, and then drive home, that's what makes the Lexus, pretty much any of the Lexus, but the RCF in particular, a great option.
Yeah, he says they're quiet enough if you want them to be, but they can perform spectacularly on track.
Yes.
So he's right about that. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, got good enough signal. Let's wrap this up.
Cool. Well, I gotta read this one from Moran.
Sure.
Today at night, I'm going to quote-unquote Mexico for some runs with other cars. It's like TX2K, but call it LA2K. But I call it LA2K. Should I upload videos of it? But most of the people don't know about it. Yeah, you definitely should. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right. Any more?
Yes. I'll get out first.
Okay.
Joshua John is really surprised we haven't gotten any tickets yet. On
Yeah.
these live drives especially.
Me too. Fortunately, we can say that now because we're about to finish it.
Yeah. I'm still gonna go home, so.
All right, that's not on a live drive.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
That's me, check. Good to go for now.
Cool. Well, thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back on Friday, actually probably with the Tesla, our Tesla Model Y.
Cool.
Yeah, because we've also got a Kia Rio this week, but Chris Brower is going to be taking it to Chicago on Friday evening, so we're going to let him do that.
Okay.
And yeah, next, the following week, we've got a McLaren, but I don't know if we're going to live drive it. We'll see.
The following week we have a McLaren, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's going to be pretty neat. What else? McLaren 570S. I think it's something else that's kind of meh. Oh, no, 2022 Genesis G70. So that'll be pretty cool as well.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Anything last ones now?
Pitty Man says bye.
Bye.
Thanks for live.
We'll catch you all on the next one. We're Charlie and Alyssa from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.